Zach, the first half, you struggled a little bit early on, but finished with a 12-0 run to end that first half. How'd you assess the first half play and the energy at the end?
Just really proud of how our guys defended. I mean, we forced 39 turnovers today, which is an incredible stat. It's an astounding number. We shot 25 for 77 from the floor, which is brutal. It's a brutal percentage. I think we were 10 for 42 from three, but we just guarded, and I think even when we're struggling offensively, for our guys to be selfless enough and humble enough to continue to do the things it takes to get stops consistently, to take charges, to block out and rebound. Really proud of all of our guys just for our defensive intensity. We're going to make shots. We're a much better shooting team than we showed today. But we guarded. We had 12 turnovers in the first half. We struggled to get things going offensively. But I think we only had 4 in the second half, and when we are flowing, and the ball's moving and we have good fluidity on offense, I think we're going to be really hard to guard, and defensively it's hard to complain. Even though we gave up too many in the second half, we got a little bit comfortable, much like Wednesday. Got a great lead in the first half, and then we could not keep the same defensive intensity, but happy with how we defended for the most part.
The shots weren't falling, but you guys were getting a lot of second chance opportunities, and some of these things don't show up on the stats, but D'Angelo Ware, he had a great game just getting around, and I was saying he was basically a pest, the guy that you want on your team. Right. What can you say about him?
D'Angelo Ware is a hard-playing dude, great defender. I think he was 1 for 7. L. Ellis was 1 for 7. Chris Hampton didn't make a basket but guarded, and we got a lot of guys that can really guard, and they play hard. Chris Hampton, Energizer Bunny. D'Angelo Ware, same kind of deal, going to the glass, getting tip outs, getting second chances, making other guys very uncomfortable on the defensive end for us. So we have a lot of good players. That's going to be our biggest challenge, is can we play everybody? Can everybody keep themselves engaged when they're not playing a ton? Because everybody would like to play 30 minutes a game and average double figures, and that's part of playing on a really good team. We're very deep. It is going to be challenging for guys to put their egos to the side. I think the only team that can stop us is us. We just have to continue to share the ball and do the right things.
You mentioned L. He struggled a little bit offensively, but he was just making plays with assists and really showing himself.
Should have had 10 assists today.
Yeah.
I mean, he was great, second half especially. Didn't turn it over in the second half, was very productive off the bounce, got to the rim a bunch, was setting guys up. We just couldn't make any shots. So again, when L. Ellis is that facilitator guy, and then he gets into the mode of when it's there, he'll score. I thought he passed up a couple good looks. I got on him a little bit, today for just making, maybe one extra dribble when he could have given it up sooner. But he came out in the second half and he was just facilitating, making the right plays, being a really good point guard, and that's why, he's the #1 rated player in the country. So I think L. Ellis had 4 points today. When we get 4 from L and still win by 18 and have the success we did defensively, it's hard not to feel good.
You mentioned the energy from the bench. The defensive energy throughout the game was off the charts. How is that different from last year? What'd you learn in your first year of coaching?
Yeah, we're a lot different than last year. We were a little more skilled last year, but probably not as athletic, not as tough defensively. So we've changed a little bit how we're playing to really kind of match the players that we have. So every team's going to be different. We recruited, to be honest with you, to beat the team that beat us in Region 8 last year, Gulf Coast. Even though we finished ahead of them in the regular season standings and we're outright champions, they got us in the region tournament and got us a couple times in the regular season. So we recruited to be better suited to beat Gulf Coast, to be quite honest with you. And we have those players. I think we got a group that's going to have a lot of success in our league. Obviously, right now our focus is Andrew College on Wednesday night, but feel good about the energy and the commitment that our guys are playing with.
Thanks, Zach. Appreciate it.